Imagine pointing the most powerful space telescope humanity has ever built toward the deepest darkness of the universe. You expect to see ancient stars, maybe a distant galaxy, but instead you find something almost unbelievable. Not one black hole, not two, three supermassive black holes inside the same galaxy. And here's where the story gets even stranger. This galaxy is so far away that the light reaching us today began its journey more than 12.5 billion years ago. That means the James Webb Space Telescope wasn't seeing this galaxy as it looks today. It was seeing it when the universe itself was still incredibly young, only about 1.2 billion years after the Big Bang. And at that time, somehow, this young galaxy was already hosting three enormous black holes that were actively feeding matter. Two of them are extremely close together, close enough that scientists think they could eventually merge. But what about the third? Could all three collide? Could one be thrown out of the galaxy? Or are we watching the early stages of something that could help explain how the universe grew its biggest black holes so quickly? This discovery may give us a rare glimpse into one of the most violent processes in the cosmos, and it all begins with a galaxy called J0148-4214. Let's start with the most mind-bending part. J0148-4214 isn't simply far away, it is ancient. The galaxy has a redshift of about 5, meaning the expansion of the universe has stretched its light dramatically during the journey toward us. That light traveled for approximately 12.5 billion years. So when Webb observes J0148-4214, we're looking back into a universe that was only around 1.2 billion years old. Think about that. Earth didn't exist. The Sun didn't exist. The Milky Way had not yet become the galaxy we know today. And yet, somewhere in that extremely young universe, enormous black holes were already growing. This creates a huge problem for astronomers, because black holes don't simply appear at enormous sizes. They have to grow. They need to consume matter. They need time. And the early universe didn't give them very much of it. So finding three actively feeding supermassive black holes in one young galaxy gives scientists a remarkable clue. Maybe the early universe had more chaotic galaxy mergers than we previously realized, and maybe those mergers helped black holes grow much faster than expected. J0148-4214 may sound like a random string of numbers, but this tiny name represents one of the most unusual galaxies ever observed. Inside it, researchers found evidence for three separate actively accreting black holes, and that word, actively, is extremely important. Black holes themselves are invisible. You can't simply look at a black hole and see it glowing. Instead, astronomers look for what happens around them. When gas and dust fall toward a black hole, gravity accelerates and compresses that material. The surrounding material becomes incredibly hot, and that produces enormous amounts of radiation. In other words, the black hole doesn't shine, the material being devoured around it does. And in J0148-4214, astronomers detected exactly these kinds of signatures. Three different sources, three different regions, three different black hole candidates, all feeding, all inside one ancient galaxy. But here's the incredible part. James Webb didn't simply take a photograph and see three giant black holes sitting there. It was much more complicated. The discovery came from spectroscopy. Instead of only asking, what does this object look like, astronomers ask, what is this light made of? Different atoms leave characteristic fingerprints in light, and one of the most important fingerprints here came from hydrogen, specifically a spectral feature called H-alpha. The gas around an actively feeding black hole can move incredibly fast, thousands of kilometers per second. That motion changes the light's wavelength, and by carefully studying those changes, scientists can work backward and determine what is happening around the black hole. But there was another challenge. The two central black holes were so close together that simply looking at the image wasn't enough to separate them. That's where JWST's powerful spectroscopic capabilities became critical. Scientists could analyze tiny spatial differences in the light and distinguish two separate sources. It was almost like hearing two people speaking at the same time and somehow separating their voices. Now let's look at the three black holes individually. The largest one sits near the center of the galaxy. Scientists estimate its mass at roughly 80 million times the mass of our own sun. That number is almost impossible to visualize. If our sun were replaced with a black hole with that mass, the event horizon would be enormous compared with the black hole at the center of our own Milky Way. But this isn't the only monster in J0148-4214. The second black hole is dramatically smaller. Its estimated mass is around 600,000 suns. Yet, despite being much smaller, it appears to be feeding extremely rapidly. And that creates an interesting situation, because the largest black hole isn't necessarily the hungriest. The smaller one may be consuming matter at an exceptionally high rate relative to its size. So we have a gigantic black hole and a much smaller companion locked into the same galactic environment of an ancient galaxy. And then there's number 3. The second black hole may be the most interesting of all. It's estimated to contain roughly 600,000 solar masses. That sounds enormous, and it is, but compared to its larger companion, it's tiny. The two central black holes are separated by roughly 620 light-years in projection. That might sound like an enormous distance, and on human scales it absolutely is, but astronomically speaking, they're remarkably close. More importantly, they're embedded in the same galactic environment. Their gravity is interacting with the surrounding galaxy. Gas is being disturbed. Stars are moving through a changing gravitational field. And over enormous periods of time, dynamical friction can cause massive objects to lose orbital energy and spiral inward. That means the two black holes may eventually move closer together. Closer and closer, until eventually, if the system evolves as expected, they could become a gravitationally bound binary. And then something spectacular happens. When people hear the words black hole collision, they often imagine two objects crashing into each other like planets. That's not really what happens. A black hole merger is much stranger. The two objects orbit one another faster and faster. As they accelerate, they disturb the fabric of space-time itself. They release energy as gravitational waves, ripples in space-time. Eventually, the two horizons can merge. For a brief moment, the system becomes violently dynamic. Then, the merged black hole settles down. The final black hole is larger, and the surrounding space-time has been permanently changed. For J0148-4214, researchers estimate that the two central black holes could merge on a timescale of roughly hundreds of millions of years, with a simple dynamical friction estimate around 700 million years. Remember, though, we're seeing this galaxy as it existed more than 12 billion years ago, so this isn't a collision that scientists expect to watch happen from Earth. The event may already have happened, or it may be unfolding differently than our models predict. We're seeing an ancient snapshot of the process. And now we reach the part that makes this discovery truly fascinating, because there isn't just a pair, there's a third. The second black hole may be the most interesting of all. It's estimated to contain roughly 600,000 solar masses. That sounds enormous, and it is, but compared to its larger companion, it's tiny. The two central black holes are separated by roughly 620 light-years in projection. That might sound like an enormous distance, and on human scales it absolutely is, but astronomically speaking, they're remarkably close. More importantly, they're embedded in the same galactic environment. Their gravity is interacting with the surrounding galaxy. Gas is being disturbed. Stars are moving through a changing gravitational field. And over enormous periods of time, dynamical friction can cause massive objects to lose orbital energy and spiral inward. That means the two black holes may eventually move closer together, closer and closer, until eventually, if the system evolves as expected, they could become a gravitationally bound binary. And then something spectacular happens. When people hear the words black hole collision, they often imagine two objects crashing into each other like planets. That's not really what happens. A black hole merger is much stranger. The two objects orbit one another faster and faster. As they accelerate, they disturb the fabric of space-time itself. They release energy as gravitational waves, ripples in space-time.